Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at a paper trending on X, published on February 1st, 2026, about 5 days ago. It introduces TxRay, a new automated system that uses large language models to analyze blockchain attacks, successfully reproducing the exploit lifecycle for 92% of the incidents in its benchmark. The paper is titled TxRay, Agentic Postmortem of Live Blockchain Attacks. And as we'll see later, the system's ability to generate verified proofs of concept in under an hour has huge implications for real-time security response. Alright, Figure 1 maps out the system's high-level workflow. On the left, incidents are drawn from sources like historical archives and live monitors, which feed seed transactions into the pipeline. In the middle, the TxRay agent processes these inputs, reasoning through questions about state recovery and validation to generate a root cause report and a foundry-based proof of concept. Finally, the right side summarizes the evaluation benchmarks, which cover both historical accuracy and live performance. Figure 2 details the internal architecture, which relies on a shared orchestrator on the right to coordinate 6 specialist subagents. The workflow begins in the blue upper section, where the data collector and root cause analyzer gather on-chain evidence, like transaction traces and source code. A critical challenger agent reviews their draft report, looping back with actionable feedback if the analysis falls short. Once the root cause is confirmed, the process shifts to the pink lower section, where the system generates semantic oracles and synthesizes a self-contained proof of concept to verify the attack. So to rigorously test the generated code, the authors use a dedicated checklist shown here in Table 1. The top section, labeled C1 through C3, defines functional correctness. These metrics verify that the proof of concept compiles within the Foundry framework and executes on a real on-chain fork without errors. The lower section, items Q1 through Q6, then assesses the code's quality and independence. This part is vital because it ensures the system generates a clean, self-contained reconstruction that avoids hard-coded attacker values or pre-deployed artifacts. Well, Figure 4 compares TxRay in blue against the DeFi Hack Labs baseline in red using those metrics. On the left, the correctness results show that both systems reliably produce code that compiles and runs, with nearly identical high scores. But the quality metrics on the right tell a different story. The massive gaps at Q3 and Q4 show that TxRay is far superior at generating self-contained code that avoids hard-coded constants and includes proper validation checks. Okay, now that we've seen the quality results, Figure 5 breaks down the operational cost and speed. The left panel tracks token usage on a log scale, revealing that the vast majority of tokens are cached inputs, which means the system efficiently reuses context to minimize overhead. This efficiency pays off in the middle chart, which shows that the total API cost per incident is remarkably low, typically staying under $5. Finally, the right panel plots execution time, indicating that the system usually completes a full root cause analysis in about 30 to 40 minutes. So, Table 2 takes those speed metrics and applies them to a live deployment, monitoring real incidents. The table tracks the full timeline, from the initial alert on the left to the final report generation in the middle. Crucially, if you compare the root cause finish times against the expert response column, the speed advantage becomes clear. For instance, in the HTC token incident, the system completed its analysis more than 12 hours before the first human expert responded. The checkmarks in the TxRay columns on the right confirm that this speed holds up without sacrificing accuracy, as it consistently produces valid code. Wrapping up, 2 takeaways stand out. TxRay not only automates the complex work of postmortem analysis, but does so with speed and precision that often outpaces human experts. By turning raw transaction data into verified, self-contained proofs of concept in under an hour, it offers a powerful new tool for rapid incident response in decentralized finance. That's it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Thanks for listening.